Start the program. We are live on YouTube.
A very blissful morning to one and all present here. I, Ekam.
And I, Meher of Class 7, welcome you all to the ideas presentation Plastic, an Unnecessary Evil.
We are profusely elated to have amongst us our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Abhijit Sarkar, who has been a civil servant for over 26 years and has worked in various government sectors such as tribal welfare, tourism, sales tax, power, and transportation. His environmental sensibility has grown around his commitment to promote non polluting modes of transport.
We welcome you, sir.
Today, we are honored to have amongst us our guest of honor, Ms. Gabriela Froberg, who is the head mistress of St. Emrem Realschule. She has always been committed to the welfare of the students and has taken the school to greater heights. Thank you, ma'am, for your benign presence today.
Welcome.
It is a joyous moment to have amongst us our chairman, Mr. Yashdev Gupta sir, our vice chairman, Mr. Jaydev Gupta sir, members of management, our director, Dr. Jyoti Gupta ma'am, our respected principal ma'am, Dr. Sangeeta Arora ma'am, and our dear parents. We welcome you again. It is through light that events become meaningful. Light marks our presence as alive and self-aware.
Our relationship with light is as old as our beginning. Light draws us towards auspiciousness and abundance, dispelling darkness and spreading knowledge. With this thought, let us invoke the blessings of the Almighty with the lighting of the ceremonial lamp.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा.
Now, we have our young artists who are going to draw the strings of our hearts and add their soothing voice to cherish our souls by presenting a melodious song before you. The IDS project, Plastic and Unnecessary Evil, was included in the academic planning. It was an instructional methodology that encouraged students to learn and apply knowledge and skills through an engaging experience. It has given a new, vibrant outlook to prepare the young global citizens on value oriented experiential learning.
Students of class 7 studied about the harms caused by plastic to our biosphere. The countries of study were India, Germany, and Bangladesh. The aim was to explain to students the various types of plastic, how they affect the environment, and suggestions to make our country a plastic free zone.
Here we present the teaser of today's show. The way we currently produce and consume plastic is not sustainable. The massive production and consumption of plastic, especially single use plastic products, have contributed greatly to the plastic pollution crisis. Plastic pollution impacts our ecosystems, endangers animal lives, and also threatens human health. Notably, urgent measures are needed in three key areas: reduction of plastic production and consumption, redesign of plastic products to be safe and sustainable, and better management of plastic waste.
Sustainable alternative choices are based on the principle of 4 Rs: reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. Focus should be on implementing policies which help reduce waste from society, like fewer and reusable packaging, buyback schemes to put back plastic into circular economy loops, and initiative like agriculture, residues as an alternate packaging.
Leaders are not born, they are made. A leader leads by an example, not by force, and our respected principal ma'am has proved this, just not with her ideas but with her actions as well. We are blessed to have such a leader amidst us. With a thankful heart, I would request ma'am to enlighten us with her pearls of wisdom.
Thank you, Ekam. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. At KR Mangalam World School GK2, we strive to achieve the infinite potential of our students, as we truly believe the leaders are made, they are not born. They are made by the hard effort, which all of us constantly make to achieve the goal that is worthwhile. A very good morning to one and all. It is my proud privilege to extend a warm and a hearty welcome to each one of you present here today. I am profusely elated to take this opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day, Mr. Abhijit Sarkar, a former civil servant of 26 years, standing in diverse fields such as transportation, tribal welfare, district administration, and tourism, to name a few. Mr. Sarkar, in his successful career span, has held key positions in the transport sector in Delhi government, where he was the Secretary to Transport Minister for close to 9 years. After retiring voluntarily in the year 2010, Mr. Sarkar served as the Chief Road Transport Delhi Integrated Multimodal Transit System Limited and headed the management of 1,440 strong cluster bus fleet of Delhi launched by Delhi government. He is presently engaged as an independent consultant with McDonald Private Limited as a training specialist and public transport expert for a number of city bus projects in Indian cities. We are really grateful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and taking out time from your busy schedule to be with us today. I extend a very warm welcome to Ms. Gabrielle Forberg, Headmistress, St. Embrem, Rollschul, Germany. Ms. Forberg is an eminent educationist who sees education as a platform to defeat all barriers and has always appreciated the power of learning and gaining knowledge. Ms. Gabrielle has joined us from Germany to motivate our students for the collaborative work done with her school. And we could see her commitment to this kind of work since it's 4:30 a.m. in Germany, and still she has joined from there to motivate and encourage students. Thank you so much, ma'am, for gracing the occasion with your benign presence. Today, I take this opportunity to proudly say that the school has escalated to the great horizon of success and is seen as one of the tallest institutions of the city. It has become synonymous with academic excellence, a benchmark to measure co-curricular excellence, and also a center which creates responsible citizens. We are really grateful to our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Yashdev Gupta, Vice Chairman, Dr. Jaydev Gupta, and our Director, Ms. Dr. Jyoti Gupta, and members of the Management Committee. It is all because of your valuable guidance, encouragement, and support that all this has been possible. I would also like to thank our parents for always supporting us in all our endeavors and providing a productive partnership to ensure that our children can achieve their highest potential. Thank you, parents, for joining us today. They have joined us through YouTube, and I extend a very warm welcome to each one of you who is watching our program. We live in a time of global collaboration. New technology allow us to work together and share ideas and insights in which were unimaginable before. As educators, our responsibility is to prepare every young person for their future in the best possible way. At KR Mangalam GK2, we aspire towards becoming an acclaimed citadel of learning by making our school a place where the mind can expand, where excellence is embedded as a matter of everyday routine. The International Dimension in School is a British Council program that runs across 31 countries, fostering the exchange of ideas and knowledge between schools and encourages them to include international outlook and global awareness in their curriculum-based work. With immense pride, we would like to put on record that our school has been accorded with the International Dimension in School accreditation by the British Council for the past several years. International Dimension in School helped us successfully provide an opportunity to our students to develop the knowledge, skills, and values to live and work in a globalized economy and contribute responsibly both locally and globally. Keeping up with the same, our students of class 7 collaborated with our partner school in Germany, St. Emrem Schule, and did an extensive research for 3 countries, India, Germany, and Bangladesh, on the theme of plastic and unnecessary evil. They voiced their concerns on the disastrous consequences of pollution, food chain contamination, biodiversity breakdowns, energy waste, and economic loss brought by the enormous amounts of plastic waste, and highlighted the need to personally play an important role in reducing plastic pollution and increasing recycling rates for a healthier environment, and this has been done through assimilating art integration in their learning. In its endeavor to celebrate and strengthen unity in diversity, our students also did a substantial research on Sikkim, aiming at Government of India's initiative of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, that helped in reinforcing the bond of oneness between Delhi and Sikkim. It helped our students learn that Sikkim is declared as the first Indian state to ban plastic bags and target single-use plastic bottles. Here I would also like to convey that through this IDEAS project, Plastic and Unnecessary Evil, our students have been successful in addressing the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal that aims to achieve decent lives for all on a healthy planet by 2030. Positive, empowering population solutions is the key to meeting the sustainable development goals, and our students have been victorious in addressing this issue through their research. Dear students, I would like to congratulate each one of you for coming out with flying colors even during these testing times, when the things were unfavorable, but you all stood up to the challenge to bring out your individual excellence and soaring to stellar heights. I truly believe that this young, confident, and brave generation will one day bring a great change and make this world a better place to live in. I would also like to thank our dear parents who are watching us through YouTube for always collaborating with school in its each endeavor. In this pandemic time, you have been the second teacher to us, as we have been the second parent to our children. So thank you so much for all helping out our children in studying well and facing this difficult time. In the end, I would say it has been rightly said, excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude. It is the gradual result of always striving to do better. At KR Mangalam World School GK2, we are what we repeatedly do, and I take this opportunity to share with you a presentation showcasing 16 years of our school journey towards the apogee of success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. We are truly blessed to be a part of this prestigious institution. Our director, Dr. Jyoti Gupta, ma'am, has shaped the vision of academic success for all the students. Her drive, dedication, and determination is an inspiration for all. With this thought, may we now request ma'am to address the gathering.
Thank you so much, Ekam, and a very warm welcome once again to all the parents who are with us today, and also Mr. Abhijit Sarkar. I would also like to welcome Ms. Gabriel from Germany, and thank you for joining us for this wonderful presentation of the children. Dear parents and children, I do hope that a project like this is not just a project on the computer or on the paper, but it has inculcated the value of citizenship into you, and also it has built a certain character of yours where you are not just going to not use the plastic yourself, but also ensure that there is no plastic coming to your houses and there is no plastic around you. So, you, as the citizens of this country, as the children of this country, as the future of this country, you have to ensure, and not just this country, I would say the future of the world, you have to ensure that the planet you are going to leave for your next generation is going to be a planet that is going to be healthy, that is going to be safe, and that is going to give you life. So, introducing such projects in the curriculum or as a part of your curriculum, it is that you all not just do the academic studies in the school, but you also get the exposure to the real life problems of the world. So when you are able to connect your science and your social science and your mathematics and your languages along with the real life problems, and you provide solutions as children, I'm sure that when you grow up, you will also ensure that all of you make this world a better place and make this planet safe, not just for the human beings, but also for the birds, for the fish, for the animals, and because we all coexist, and it is an ecosystem that we have to respect. It is an ecosystem that we all have to together protect. So, my compliments to the entire team of students, of teachers, led by the coordinators and the principal for ideating such a project and also ensuring participation and implementation of it. So, my best wishes to one and all who was associated with this project. And to you, parents, I would like to say thank you for reposing your trust and faith in us, because it is your trust and faith that makes us keep going. And these have been difficult times. Pandemic times have been difficult times, but it has also taught us a lot of innovation. It has also taught us perseverance, resilience. It has also taught us the values of our relationships and the values of the family. Once again, we've all been able to spend a lot of time with the families, and I do hope that 2021 has brought in new energies and the world is going to heal. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, to enliven us with your joyful verbal expression. Now it is the time to begin our program.
Good morning, everyone. I am Anya Gautam of class 7D. We shall now start with our first country of research, Germany, on the topic Plastic is an Unnecessary Evil. Germany, officially the Federal Republic of Germany, is a country in Central and Western Europe. Covering an area of about 357,022 square kilometers, it lies between in the Baltic and North Seas to the north and the Alps to the south. Plastic is an unnecessary evil. It has a lot of negative effects, namely, plastic affects human health, plastic spoils our groundwater, plastic threatens wildlife, and plastic poisons our food chain. As a part of our collaboration project, we collaborated with St. Emmeran Realschule in Germany. We decided to find out the amount of plastic used in Germany in different income groups. The students searched for use of products like yogurt cups, cartons of milk, and vegetable packing. The students not only did the survey but also collected the plastic waste for about 5 days and see the result. At the end of the survey, we found out that high-income groups use maximum plastic. Despite good recycling habits, Germans get through a quarter of packaging per person each year. Following slides, we see the extent of use of plastic in soil and water and the reason from the same. Extent of plastic waste in soil. The microplastic in soil is 20 times higher than in the sea. The result is that plastic on the surface has 206 particles bigger than 5 mm. The reason is because of disposable packaging. Extent of plastic waste in soil. These are some plastic particles found in the soil. Extent of plastic waste in water bodies. The study of 2017 shows that the transport of microplastic in 2 German rivers, Rhine and Donau. Reasons of microplastic in nature. The annual per head emission of microplastic in Germany in gram. Reasons of plastic waste in the water. Private sewage water, industrial sewage water, fishing nets thrown into the water, waste caused by tourists, etc. Here, we have a few posters that were created for awareness for the various effects for the use of plastic. We had a wonderful time collaborating with St. Emmeran Realschule and gathered a lot of information on the use of plastic. We would also like to thank German students for sending us this presentation. Thank you all for your time and attention.
As we know, dance has no barriers, no boundaries. It is something we all feel, understand, and enjoy. So here we have girls of class 7 performing a German dance. Hope you enjoy.
We shall now move on to our next country of research, Bangladesh. Bangladesh, officially the People's Republic of Bangladesh, is a country in South Asia. It is the 8th most populous country in the world, with a population exceeding 164 million people. Bangladesh is the only country in the world that was created on the basis of language and ethnicity. Plastic in Bangladesh. Plastic is used to manufacture a wide variety of products. This industry has emerged as an important sector in the country, especially during the last 2 decades. We searched for the following data in the 3 main cities of Bangladesh, namely Dhaka, Chittagong, and Khulna. The following technical analysis was done based on the use of plastic by the 3 main income groups, namely high income group, middle income group, and low income group. Income attained from the same was that high income group uses the maximum plastic, which is 100%, and the low income group uses the least plastic, which is 64.6%. Here we have some news reports from various news channels of Bangladesh. Single-use plastic is more harmful as it isn't recycled. Plastic is non-biodegradable. Plastic is also used to produce fuel. However, this practice hasn't started yet in Bangladesh. What we learned from our research was that strict laws need to be enforced in order to control the produce and use of plastic. Anti-plastic laws need to be firmly implemented and executed at the earliest. Thank you all for your time. Have a great day.
Present a recitation of the urban biodiversity conservation song titled Pran Boichitre Nogor Chitro. Lyrics written by Mehfuzur Rehman Mukul.
শোনেন শোনেন ভাই বোনেরা, শোনেন শহরবাসী, কষ্ট নিয়ে তোমাদের দ্বারে আমি চরণ দাসী। কোন জনপদ আমার ছিল, এখন কোথায় ভাই? বায়োস্কোপের সুরে এখন বলতে আমি চাই। আসুন সবাই গল্প গানে শহর তাকে বুঝি, সুরে তালে হারিয়ে যাওয়া আমার শহর খুঁজি। আরে কি চমৎকার শহর ছিল, সবুজ পাতায় ঘেরা, পাক পাকালি ফলে ফুলে সবখানেতে ভরা। পুকুর ছিল মাছে ভরা, ফসল ভরা মাঠ, সন্ধ্যা হলে কাজের শেষে নাটক যাত্রা পাঠ। পশু পাখি মানুষ সবাই বুঝিত সবার ভাষা, সবাই ছিল বন্ধু, সবার ছিল ভালোবাসা। ভালোবাসা কাঁদে এখন এই শহরের বুকে, প্রেমের বাঁধন হারিয়ে গেছে ময়ূর নদীর পাকে। এখন কারোর ঘুম ভাঙে না পাক পাকালির গানে, এখন সবাই হর্ন বাজানো গাড়ির আওয়াজ শোনে। শোনেন শোনেন ভাই বোনেরা, শোনেন শহরবাসী, কষ্ট নিয়ে তোমাদের দ্বারে আমি চরণ দাসী।
India is a country in South Asia. It is the second most populous country, the 7th largest country by land area. About 40% of the global plastic is consumed by the packaging industry. India consumes around 18.45 million tons of plastics. The students of Kyar Mangalam Boys School were introduced with this project in the month of May. The students collected data related to the amount of plastic used in high, middle, and low income groups in different households. This data was collected in the form of a questionnaire, individually by each child. The students were then asked to make group of 4 or 5 and then represent the data collected with the help of a triple bar graph. The triple bar graphs from each section were then studied and the following observations were made. The observations were then represented in the form of this triple bar graph. This was an effort to give a small idea of the amount of plastic used in India. The conclusion of a research was that plastic is most used by low-income groups in our country. Environmentalist Heather Coldway has rightly said that there is a strong link between plastic and poverty. They use plastic since it is cheaper than any other material. Also, while conducting the survey, we realized that they are not well informed about the harmful effects of plastics. The invention of plastic came as a blessing, but single-use plastic for collection and recycling in association with lack of awareness and poor solid waste management in cities has resulting in its littering. There are still challenges associated with the recycling of collected plastic as well as environmental challenges associated with mismanaged plastics. Plastic pollution not only have harmful effects on the land and rivers by affecting wildlife and habitat, but also on human health. Plastic bags also affect the growth of crops. It is a cause of significant mortality of marine animals. Exposure to toxic chemicals coming out of plastic can cause cancers, birth defects, impaired immunity, and other health problems. Name some. The 4 main steps to reducing plastic pollution are reduce, reuse, recycle, and the most important of all is education. Here we have some alternates to single-use plastics. Of course, we need help from the government to improve the situation of plastic pollution in our country. We save the best information for the last, although the level of use of plastic in our country is way more than we can imagine, and controlling this pollution is of utmost importance to all of us. But there are a few success stories on ban of plastics in our country. Did you know that Sikkim is the only state in our country to completely ban plastics? It has been declared as 100% organic and the cleanest state in India. So people, if they can, so shall we. Thank you.
4 दिन की तकलीफों से अज्ञानी मानव कितना आहत परेशान है और रोज झेलती लाखों घाव। वो धरती माँ कितनी महान है। इसी भावना से ओतप्रोत प्रस्तुत है आपके सामने एक नृत्य।
धरती माँ प्रणाम, धरती माँ
नतमस्तक हो या धरणीला, माय जगाची आवनीला। नतमस्तक हो या धरणीला, माय जगाची आवनीला। हिच्या गर्भात गूढ रहस्य जीवन तत्व पूर्ण पवित्र। युगानुयुगे ही देई जीवन जगण्याची, हीच संजीवन जगण्याची, हीच संजीवन।
in the past few months in the following video. Hope you all enjoy.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile. You could be the hero, you could get the gold, breaking all the records they thought never could be broke. Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. And you're never gonna know if you never even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name, 'cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion.
Bonjour, la terre vous besoin. La terre va bien que vous vous changez, mois par mois et jour par jour. Les changements sont faciles. Regardez bien et vous verrez. Les différences qui peuvent être faites par nous et par moi. La plastique se dure pour toujours, c'est bon marché, mais pas très intelligent. La collection est dans les océans, les rivières et les mers. Nous avons quelquefois le transport et elles s'empilent dans les arbres quand les gens la jettent par terre. Ce n'est pas là où elles restent. Elles se bougent partout. Si les gens le utilisent moins, la terre sera meilleure. L'avenir est dans nos mains. Réduisez et vous verrez. Merci.
We request our honorable chief guest, Mr. Abhijit Sarkar, to kindly enlighten the gathering with a few words of motivation.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. My first reaction is wow. It's wonderful. You have done you have worked so hard together and you have made the right connections. You see, apart from the fact that plastic is polluting, we need to recognize that in nature there are no boundaries. Our waters flow into an ocean, and the ocean's waters are used by different parts of the world. The air we breathe flows across the borders, so there are no borders. So it's important that we see the connection and we start thinking in terms of forgetting the man-made or the human-made borders. I see a great future in the children. All of you must have heard of and seen on the television screens and in the newspapers Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg is this wonderful Swedish person who started a movement to sensitize the world of adults to the problem of climate change that we have brought on ourselves. So we must try and get out of this. We have a responsibility to the future. And I must end with the words of E.B. White. He once said, you know, E.B. White was a great storyteller. He was an American writer of fiction, mainly for children. He once wrote, "Our approach to nature is to beat it into submission. We would stand a better chance of survival if we accommodated ourselves to this planet and viewed it appreciatively instead of skeptically and dictatorially." So we have to appreciate the planet. We have to accommodate ourselves to the needs of the planet. And it just occurred to me, most of you live in a city and you go to your schools. You must start finding out, why can't you walk to your school even if you are within walking distance or within bicycling distance of your school? That is because our footpaths have been pruned, our footpaths have been narrowed to an unusable strip just to accommodate another polluter, the motor car. So we must do something about this. We must make walking possible again so that the use of cars reduce. Thank you so very much. It's been wonderful. I was really always I was watching with my eyes wide. It was such a wonderful presentation, such a wonderful set of presentations. I learned a lot from you. Thank you so very much, children.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Now, we request our honorable guest of honor, Ms. Gabriela Froberg, to kindly enlighten the gathering with a few words of motivation.
Ms. Gabriel, we request you to kindly address.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. You couldn't hear me. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, ma'am. We thought that you have not unmuted yourself. Please
Yes.
go ahead.
Yes, thank you so very much for the great and wonderful presentation and all the effort, the work you put in this presentation. And I'm enthusiastic. I think we all have learned a lot. I hope we all have understood that it's time to change our attitude, to begin to avoid plastic waste, because it's our world we have to save, and it's time for us to think in future and that the children shall have an earth that is healthy, and not that we all waste. Now, with all the waste that we kill life and kill the nature. So you did a great job, I think, and I hope we all learn from you. And I'm very, very glad that we have the chance that our students will come and visit you, and that you come to visit us in Germany soon. That's a great pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, let us welcome the young and enthusiastic cast of aspiring performers, which will leave you spellbound and wanting for more. I'd like to call Ashwika and Vanya of class 7 to recite a self-composed German and English poem.
Einen schönen guten Morgen. Heute wurde ich Vanya Kala von Klasse 7 und Ashwika Gupta von Klasse 7F ein Gedicht namens Rette uns von Plastik reciten.
Good morning. Today I, Ashwika Gupta of 7F and Vanya Kala of 7E will recite a poem on the topic Save Us from Plastic.
Rette uns von Plastik, die Dinge sind wirklich drastisch. Rette uns von Plastik, rette die Ozeane und die Meere. Wir sind Bestoger Meerestiere. Hören Sie auf unsere Bitte. Verschlucken von Plastikpartikeln, die verantwortungslos geworfen wurden. Plastik in den Flüssen, Kanälen und Ozeanen mischen wie giftige Trinker.
Save us from plastic. Things are really drastic. Save us from plastics in the oceans and in the seas. We are very dangerous. Listen to our plea. Swallowing plastic particles thrown irresponsibly. Plastic in the canals, rivers and in oceans, mixing together like toxic potions.
Ein Kampfstudent flaschen und Trinkerhalmer. Tödlich Verschmutzung und Plastik sind die Ursache. Verwenden Sie weniger Plastik. Bitte recyceln Sie zu Hause. Oder Zukunft der Ozeane werden bekannt sein. Erlauben Sie uns ohne sorgenfrei zu schwimmen. Bitte, bitte, helfen Sie, beeilen sich Sie, beeilen sich Sie, beeilen sich Sie. Rette uns von Kunststoffmüll im See und im Meer. Lassen Sie uns jetzt Maßnahmen ergreifen. Ich denke, Sie wollen es teilen.
Shopping bags, bottles and drinking straws. Deadly pollution and plastic are the cause. Use less plastic, please. Recycle at home or the future of the ocean will be unknown. Allow us to swim free without worry. Please, please help. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Save us from plastic in the seas and in oceans. Let's take action now. I think you will agree. Thank you.
Dankeschön.
प्लास्टिक है हमारे लिए घातक, ये है हमारे लिए विनाशक। नहीं करना है अब इसका उपयोग, यदि नहीं चाहते हो कोई रोक। इसी संदेश को आप सब तक पहुंचाने का प्रयास हम इस नुक्कड़ नाटक के माध्यम से कर रहे हैं। तो प्रस्तुत है आपके समक्ष एक नुक्कड़ नाटक।
प्लास्टिक प्लास्टिक एवरीवेयर, लाइफ इज सो ड्रास्टिक एट एवरी स्फीयर। पर्यावरण को बचाना है, प्लास्टिक को बंद कराना है, देश को जगाना है, प्लास्टिक को जड़ से मिटाना है।
प्लास्टिक के उत्पादन व प्रयोग को किया जाए नियंत्रित। अब और न करें हम बीमारियों को।
Nature is given to man by God as a gift. Isn't his duty to preserve it?
प्लास्टिक प्रदूषण बन रहा है हम सबके लिए काल। आज के समय में यह रूप धारण कर चुका है।
Today's world demand fresh air in all the cases. But plastic when won't release harmful gases.
प्लास्टिक की चीजों का जमघट जनजीवन के लिए बन गया यह एक गंभीर संकट।
Our environment is now in strain. Our mother earth is now in.
सरकार द्वारा आवश्यकता है कोई ठोस कदम उठाने की। हम सबकी भी जिम्मेदारी है उसका सहयोग निभाने की।
उत्पन्न हुआ कचरा पानी के स्रोतों से मिल जाता है, जल को करता है प्रदूषित और वही जल हम सब तक पहुंचाया जाता है।
It would be fantastic if we stop using plastic.
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कितना भी इसको छानो, ये अपनी वास्तविक अवस्था में कभी नहीं आ पाता।
लेकिन उर्वरता को करता है यह नष्ट। पेड़ पौधों व फसल की वृद्धि रुकती है और मानव को भी होता है कष्ट।
Take care of what you throw away. Most will be here to stay.
के द्वारा ये ब्रह्मवश खा लिया जाता है, कर देता है गंभीर बीमारियां उत्पन्न, उनके लिए मृत्यु बन जाता है।
1 million birds and over 1 lakh marine animals and sea turtles die each year when they become entangled in plastic garbage. सरकार द्वारा आवश्यकता है कोई ठोस कदम उठाने की। हम सबकी भी जिम्मेदारी है उसका सहयोग निभाने की।
Then we can choose today to use the things in a right way. प्लास्टिक के उत्पादन व प्रयोग को किया जाए नियंत्रित। अब और न करें हम बीमारियों को आमंत्रित।
Plastic and paper bags are given as choice, but one who chooses the latter is the wise. Denim bags are another creative way to go green. It stretches, easy to stitch, handle and clean.
Today, how you can save plastic when shopping. For example, when you buy unpacked food. Sometimes it is difficult to buy an apple that is 20 cents cheaper when we unpacked one. But you have to be aware that with such a purchase, you're burdening the environment even more than before. Because even the little things are lapping up. Therefore, I think everybody should pay more attention to his shopping and be aware of the fact that he should pay a few cents more.
And today I want to show you how we separate garbage in Germany. We got different stuff here. We got paper, like an old newspaper or an egg carton. We got glass. We got organic garbage and also plastic like tinfoil or a used shampoo bottle. And we got some old batteries. And I'm going to explain to you now how we separate it. We got public containers in our neighborhood where we can bring paper and also the old glass. I think we got 2 around. Then we have an extra bin for organic garbage. Like you got an old banana, which is already brown. Then we're collecting our plastic garbage in a special yellow bag, which is every other week picked up by a special garbage truck. Here we got, as said, the few things. We also got some old batteries. We are not allowed to throw it away at home. We have a special place with several containers, so they can get recycled there. And that's how we separate garbage in Germany. Hope you liked it. Bye. Stay well, of course, and we see you soon.
I'm 14 years old and soon I'm 15. I have 3 siblings and also a cat. My hobbies are playing piano, playing violin and singing. Of course, I have a tip for you to use less plastic at home. For example, you can use other things than plastic straws. Examples for these are cardboard straws, metal straws and glass straws. The good thing on glass and metal straws is that they are reusable, so you can clean it and then you can use it again. This was my tip for you and I hope you can use it good. Bye!
यान्ति च पञ्चत्वं दुष्प्लास्टिकं जैविकं पशुवो अनुर्वरा भूमिर्जायते ज्वालिते विषं प्लास्टिक कृतवस्तूनां वस्तुवहन हेतवे परित्यज प्रयोगं भो वस्त्रमाश्रय धारय पर्यावरणनाशेन नश्यन्ति सर्वजनतवः पवनः दुष्टतां याति प्रकृतिविकृतायते पवनः दुष्टतां याति प्रकृतिविकृतायते धन्यवाद।
Environment is a key to support sustainable economic growth, as the natural environment plays an important role in supporting economic activities.
All sectors of the economy must be addressed with new global agreements. In fact, plastic pollution does not start when it enters the environment, but from its very first production stage. This is why tackling plastic requires a life cycle approach, taking into account the whole value chain. Moving away from a disposable and packaging intensive market to more local and resilient economies based on services and short supply chains is within reach. In fact, the transition to a post-single-use plastic era can bring new jobs and thriving economies.
Now, we would like to call our middle school in charge, Ms. Bharti Mathur, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, children. Good morning to all. Gratitude opens the door to the power, the wisdom, the creativity of the universe. On this note, I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. On behalf of school management and all the students, I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. Abhijit Sarkar, and our guest of honor, Ms. Gabrielle Frauberg, for honoring the presentation, Plastic and Unnecessary Evil, with their inspirational thoughts. Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am. I thank our respected chairman, sir, Dr. Yashdev Gupta, vice chairman, sir, Dr. Jaydev, member of management committee and academic advisors who have graced us with their kind presence and guidance. I thank you all for always providing your support. I take the opportunity to thank our director, ma'am, Dr. Jyoti Gupta, for always encouraging us in all our endeavors. We have been fortunate to be guided by our principal, Dr. Sangeeta Arora. Ma'am, you have been a constant support and you have given us a lot of encouragement at every step. Thank you once again. I thank all the parents for their presence this morning. You always help us in conducting such important events, and especially during this time of pandemic. In the end, I would like to thank all the teachers and students here in India and in Germany for working tirelessly to make this presentation a success. I would like to thank you once again with the note, buy less plastic, choose well, and save the environment for present and future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We can stop the live streaming.